Once again, most welcome all masters who have joined. We had a very short dhyan, and now most welcome all students and teachers. Srinivas sir is a spiritual counselor. He has worked in ISRO, and also he has worked as an acupressure expert for many years. And today he is going to take us through color therapy session. He has done many other sessions on this channel itself on acupressure. I can provide the link on this video. And today he will be talking about Ayurvedic acupressure. More about this thing from sir only. He is worked in very good positions, higher positions in an IT firm, as well as ISRO, as I mentioned. So welcome, sir, Srinivas sir. And as we were discussing, he is a spiritual counselor also in spiritual tablet. So most welcome, sir.
Can you give the sharing again?
Yes, yes.
I got exited and came back.
और सभी ये अगर थोड़ा हिंदी में थोड़ा इंग्लिश में होगा और मैं अनुवाद भी करते रहूंगी बीच बीच में, तो आप सभी का बहुत स्वागत है और प्रश्न हम फिर बाद में लेंगे.
Okay.
Topic is Ayurvedic Acupressure Colour Therapy. So most welcome, sir. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Thank you, Anuradha. So, as many of you know, I worked in ISRO for 13 years and then HP for 17 years. And I have been learning acupressure and other things from since 93, 94 onwards when I was in ISRO. And one of my closest and dearest mentor also is participating in this group with all the pranams to all my gurus, including my mentor S.V. Rao on many aspects. And so just let us start progressing on this one. So my gratitude to all my gurus. Most of the information pulled here is available openly in the internet and in the books also. And who are taught. So first, my guru is Mataji Krishna Priya, who has given me the mantra initiation, and also to all great gurus from whom I learned all these alternative therapies, including Dr. Bojraj of ISRO Acupressure and Ajay Mishra, Jagmohan for the color therapy, etc. So, and also the books I have been referring here is one is by Dr. Mishra himself, who is a student of this Acupressure Sodh Parikshan Evam Upachar Sansthan in Allahabad. So they have been doing research since about early 90s. And Dr. J.P. Agrawal is the one, they have started with the Ayurvedic acupressure concept. And this is Healing with the Colors is by Dr. Ajay Mishra. So with whom I have learned, and he came to Bangalore several times and he taught us this course. And the topic itself is very interesting. So in general, color therapy and alternative therapies can be used along with any other traditional systems like allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, etc. Color therapy will help increase body's healing capacity. No known side effects observed. This presentation is only for education and awareness, and if anybody is looking for the ailments and treatments, please consult the experts. Apart from me, there are several experts in all over India, including Bangalore, Hyderabad, etc. and all. And this can be safely used with the pregnant ladies also. And for the easy delivery, there are certain points and the colors that can be applied. So this can be suggested for them also. And for children, even small children, kids to the any age group, we can happily apply the colors. Okay, so in emergency, please consult a family physician or medical practitioner regular thing. Don't neglect Ayurveda. We are not against anything. We are supplementing with Ayurveda or allopathy. We are supplementing with them. Okay, so I have been trained in basic and advanced Ayurvedic Acupressure Colour Therapy, Color Numerology, DNA Color Therapy, Dr. Wol's Color Therapy, and from Dr. Ajay Mishra and Jet Mohan. There are various concepts. Today, I'm going to give only introduction to the things, and we are going to cover only color therapy. Other things we are not going to cover, numerology or anything, but then more or less the concepts will be same things. And also, today the TCM and TOC. TCM is a Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine, which is nothing but the acupressure. In the basic acupressure, we have already discussed in 2-3 videos earlier that there are meridians, and then there are zones, and there are points where we press, thereby the energy flow will be restored within the body. TOC is, I'm going to cover more. So Ayurvedic Acupressure Colour Therapy, fingers, elements, numbers and colors is the agenda. Enhancement and tranquilizing. How do we use colors to enhance the energy of a particular organ or particular part of the body? And then also tranquilizing that energy. If suppose excess energy is there, how do we tranquilize it? That also we'll see how we do that. With some and elements and properties, probably I will be able to cover all properties to just at a higher level. So that you appreciate the theory of this with some 3-4 examples we'll see. Then question and answers. So TCM is Chinese traditional Chinese medicine, which is acupressure. Acu means it is a needle, basically needle. Pressure puncture means piercing it. So in the acupuncture, they will be piercing the needles all over the body. So the advantage is here, the directly to the organ level, the energy which is coming from the cosmic energy will directly reach to the organ, and there will be some quick relief in the body or problem, or the restoration of the organ energy. Okay, so this is a traditional Chinese medicine called the TCM. So acumeridians and points. Acupressure is nothing but at the same point where acupuncture we do. On those points, we apply the pressure with our fingers. Okay, say suppose here, or this is the one, the points here. So, triple warmer 5 and pericardium 6, like this. With the fingers, we apply the pressure at the same point where acupuncture is done with the needles. So the difference between the two is in acupuncture, directly they will be getting the energy from the cosmic energy through the needles to the organ. But the cost of the needles is high, and we cannot reuse the needles, and we have to throw them out. And we need more expertise in that and practice also. Whereas acupressure, as we discussed in earlier videos, anybody can practice. Even as a layman, and within 1 week of learning, I started experimenting on the people, started getting the results. So we don't require big degrees for the practicing of acupressure, and whether acupuncture or acupressure, there are no side effects. So it's both the purpose is to restore the prana or energy flow within the body. Is it okay? You want to translate into Hindi?
तो सर कह रहे हैं कि जो एक्यूप्रेशर है, टीसीएम जो कहते हैं, कि वो प्रेशर या तो सुई के माध्यम से या अपने उंगली के दबाव के माध्यम से ही होता है। फर्क इतना है कि एक्यूपंक्चर में जो नीडल इस्तेमाल होती है वो एक ही बार इस्तेमाल होती है, और उससे जो ऊर्जा का एक बहाव जो कि रुका हुआ है वहां पर से चल सकता है। एक्यूप्रेशर में भी वही होता है, हम उंगलियों का प्रयोग करते हैं और जो प्राण शक्ति है वो फिर बैलेंस हो जाती है या सुचारू रूप से चलने लगती है। पिछले सेशंस में हमने और देखा है एक्यूप्रेशर के पॉइंट्स, अगर आपको पता नहीं है आपको लिंक मिल जाएंगे इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में।
Okay, so now the Ayurveda it is a very vast subject, but it is a very few points I will touch upon. And as I mentioned, this Ayurvedic Acupressure Sansthan in uh, Prayagraj, Allahabad. So they have done a lot of Maharshi Bharadwaj and JP Agrawal Sahab and all. They have done a lot of research in this, how we can use this, what are the comparisons of traditional Chinese medicine as well as our Indian Ayurveda, and came out with the points, a few points with that. And Ayurveda definition as such is the Ayu plus Veda, Ayurveda, and it is knowledge and of life, study of life from birth to death. That is basically the Ayurveda concept. Maybe right, maybe wrong, whatever I got it from the book. A simple try to, because we are not delving more in that. But Ayurveda deals with Panchabhutas, Mahapanchabhutas, like earth, Prithvi, Vayu, Agni, Jal, and Akash. And same is TCM also dwells with that. That is Chinese medicine also dwells with all the Panchabhutas. And in the Chinese medicine also, we have an advanced acupressure. We see with a single point solutions where by doing the pulse diagnosis, where just by touching the pulse, a normal allopathy doctor will see only the count of the pulse. Whereas Ayurvedic doctor will, when he touches the pulse here, Vata, Pitta, Kapha will come to know. Whereas in acupuncture or acupressure, when we touch the 3 points here for the checking the pulse, at a lighter level, there will be the energy flow difference between all the 3. When we touch it very lightly, slightly when we press the deep, another 3 levels deep we go into, and then we get to the pulse there also a thing. So now the surface level 3 organs differently it represents, and deep level when we press 3 organs differently it refers to. That means 6 organs on right hand and 6 organs on the left hand. We will come to know the energy flow in all the organs, within the organs. What are those 12 organs? Like lung, pericardium, large intestine, heart, all this, stomach, spleen, all the 12 organs we will come to know. Okay. So that is where that differs with the advanced acupuncture and advanced acupressure, by knowing that. In the same thing again, by looking at the pulse, and these organs are related to the Panchabhutas, like the fire, water, earth, and all. And by increasing 1 point, by pressing 1 point, that is enhancing 1 point in one particular thing, total cycle of the organs gets energized. If you want to reduce in particular this one, in the reverse way when we press it, so that again it recycles, and then everything gets reduced in the energy reduces in the organ. So that is a very advanced concept with a single point solutions. So we are not going to discuss in this session now today. But this is acupressure based on a vision of Ayurveda. So that's what we are going to discuss. What is this color therapy means? That's where we are talking of Ayurveda and acupressure both together. And also we see that the TOC, that is a 10 origin concept using 10 fingers of hand or legs. Mostly we are dealing with the hands only, but not the legs. And many of some of you people may be knowing about the Sujok acupressure, where in the Sujok on the 10 fingers, the body is represented on the fingers, and we apply the magnets, South Pole or North Pole, small magnets will be there. We know the test by twisting the particular nodes or particular point. By pressing it, we will come to know if there is any pain in any part of the body. And we apply the pressures. We apply magnets, South Pole or North Pole, or we apply the seeds like methi seed or beans seed, and kidney's shape will be in the beans seed, or rajma seeds. Like this, various seeds we apply and put a bandage so that that particular point keep getting pressed for several hours. and afterwards it is removed, and then again a new one is put. That is the basic concept of the Sujok acupressure. So I have not been dealing with that Sujok acupressure, though I have something knowledge about that. I learned about it, but mainly my focus is on color therapy, because the usage is very easy, it's very simple. So the conventional acupressure is what we have seen by pressing the points either in the zone therapy, like beginning of the zone or a particular point, we apply the pressure and the acupressure. Or then in color therapy, we apply with the sketch colors. Sketch pen colors, we apply the colors on this one. And various problems we can solve with this. Suppose this is a green pen, so this is a pink. Okay, so the colors and all I'm going to come up shortly. So many problems we can also solve with the color therapy, like a hyperactive or dull child. Many people say that my child is very hyperactive. We can just apply the colors on the fingers, and then he will calm down, mind will calm down. And suppose if you are not getting good sleep, just apply colors 4, 5 and 3, 4 fingers. We can put, we can get a good sleep. Like that, the migraine headache, diabetes, obesity, constipation, diarrhea, cervical or back pain, addiction, what is this? Yeah, addictions, overeating, sleeplessness, depression, anxiety, you name it. So many things we can solve the problems. At least this color therapy book has about 150 protocols. This written by Dr. Ajay Mishra. He is also from the Prayagraj Allahabad Institute, and he learned from there, and he came out that. Yeah, Anuradha.
तो संक्षेप में जो सर ने अभी बताया कि प्रेशर पॉइंट्स तो हमने देखे। सुजोक में भी ऐसे होता है कि 10 उंगलियों में जो हमारे ऑर्गन्स का रिप्रेजेंटेशन होता है, उसमें या मेथी सीड से, राजमा सीड से प्रेशर के पूरा उसको या तो रिवर्स किया जाता है एनर्जी को, या सुचारू रूप से किया जाता है। इसके अलावा आयुर्वेदिक का उन्होंने बिल्कुल संक्षेप में उसका बताया है कि वो लाइफ यानी कि हमारी जिंदगी के बारे में ही नॉलेज है। और आयुर्वेद में जो होता है पंचभूतों पर काम किया जाता है कि, और जो आयुर्वेदिक जो डॉक्टर होते हैं वह सिर्फ हमारा नब्ज में सिर्फ हमारे क्या हमारी हार्ट काउंट है, हाँ, वात पित्त कफ देखते हैं, और सिर्फ हमारे मतलब कि हृदय की धड़कन ही नहीं, बल्कि उससे नीचे जाकर ये भी देख लेते हैं कि कौन से किस वाले ऑर्गन में, हमारे शरीर के कौन से ऑर्गन में कुछ या तो ऊर्जा की कमी है या ऊर्जा सुचारू रूप से नहीं चल रही है। और सर ने ये भी बताया कि उनका जो मुख्य जो वो पढ़ रहे हैं या वो जिस पर जोर देना चाहते हैं इस सेशन में, वो है कलर थेरेपी। क्योंकि कलर थेरेपी आसान होती है और किसी भी चीज पर हम कलर के माध्यम से या स्केच पेन के माध्यम से, जो हमारे घरों में होता है स्केच पेन, उसको लगा के डलनेस, बीपी या कई सारी बीमारियों का उपचार किया जा सकता है। तो आगे हम एक्यूप्रेशर और कलर थेरेपी के बारे में ज्यादा सुनेंगे।
ओके, तो सभी लोग पढ़ा होगा, so what is the light and what is the reflection or refraction of through the prism. So we see this is a spectrum of light. Maybe 8th, 9th standard people would have studied. So we have the VIBGYOR colors here. This is when light passes through a prism and it spreads into the different colors. We have the light magnetic, electromagnetic spectrum. In the spectrum, what is visible to our eyes is only these colors. There are infrared color and ultraviolet color. That means यानी इसका ऊपर भी है, नीचे भी है, which are not visible to our eyes. Okay, so these are the colors which we are going to use. And the rainbow में भी आपको जब पानी का बिंदु होता है, सूर्यास्त और सन दूसरा तरफ रहना चाहिए और बारिश आते रहता है, उसका ऊपर उसका पानी का बिंदु से जाके ये कलर्स रिफ्लेक्शन होता है, which is nothing but the rainbow color, rainbows. Okay, so this rainbow color is spread across, and then we have each one has a different frequency. Why our body reflects a particular color, or rather we see any particular color of red color or this one, that particular object, it is rejecting that object and absorbing all other colors. That's why we see red color is seen or orange color is seen. So the yellow, green or yellow color is seen. That means except that color, it is reflecting back, it is absorbing all the colors except that particular color. That's why we see this is the orange cup bolte bolte. This is reflecting all the colors, absorbing all the colors, rejecting the reflecting the orange color. This is a simple science. And how we have the 10 fingers, whatever I have told. So the 10 fingers, what we use is for this is the same thing. जो भी है पाँव का भी और हाथों का भी fingers में इधर I am going to deal with these numbers here. So the Akash, Prithvi, Man, mind, Jal, darkness or tamas or tam. Okay, and Vayu, Kal, Disha, Agni, then here Atma, soul. So this finger will represent the 10 elements. So these 10 elements are our regular physical elements and metaphysical elements 5. Physical 5, metaphysical 5. So we are not using this just for the sake of completeness. I am showing here this for the feet. How it is represented, that is the feet is represented. One is Akash here, the Prithvi here, Man, Jal and Tamas. Like this it is given in the both of it. So while we can give the treatment on either fingers or either of that feet or fingers, we are restricting only to the this one. Suppose wherever the problem is there, we can go and apply, but in majorly we are focusing on the fingers here. Okay, so so now what we have here, when we say here the 10 fingers and 10 when we are using, the numbering is important here because 0 is right thumb. Right thumb 0, we call it tamas. Tamas or darkness, 0. Nothingness, nothing is there in this particular finger. Okay, any creation, any this one has to happen from darkness only. The creation has to happen from the darkness. It is nothing is there. That is why 0. Nothing means 0 only. So we call it the right thumb has been identified as the 0 thumb or nothing. ओके, जीरो और तमस, संस्कृत में तमस बोलते हैं, तम बोलते हैं, डार्कनेस भी बोलते हैं उसको. ये उंगलियां बिग थंब है, राइट थंब का है. 10 fingers we are giving the numbers, and then colors also I will show you how they work into the colors. Now second is the little finger, right little finger. This is 1, that is number 1. This is 0, this is number 1. Number 1 is right little finger, and it is Akash, space. Why we are calling, and one thing what I want to advise is, when we say color therapy, we would have learned in pranic healing, we would have learned in Reiki, we would have seen that chakras have different colors. Let us forget all those knowledge for time being. Here, what we are applying here, these colors, because here again the various things have different notions of the colors. This is very particular to this knowledge or this shastra, whatever we are discussing is Ayurvedic Acupressure Colour Therapy. These colors are applied only for this. Earlier I used to have a lot of confusion when I attended 5-day class, then followed by 3-day classes, several 3-day classes. To understand these concepts was very difficult. Okay, so I'm trying, because whatever the difficulty I faced, I'm trying to put it as much simple as possible in this introductory session. Okay, so the Akash or space, when we say Akash, पूरा दुनिया में भरा हुआ है, यानी on the body everything is covered by skin. Skin is Akash. Okay, and that is represented by this finger, last finger. And then Vayu. Vayu is second, right, left thumb here. Left little finger is Vayu. Vayu or air or wind, whatever we call. So क्या होता है, इसमें इसका कलर नंबर 2 दिया गया है. Why these numbers are important for us is when we have shown here the numbers we are showing here 1, 2, 3, 4. When we give the protocols at the example, so 1 enhance, 1 tranquilize, 2 enhance, 2 tranquilize, like that the protocols will be given. So that's why this numbering is very strictly to be followed here, to be understood here. Okay. Of course, for this introduction purpose, you can just ignore whatever, just understand how the TOC or the 10 organ, this one is coming from the Ayurvedic thing. So I think this research was started some early 90s, and then the book, they started propagating this since the 95, 96 time frame. Okay, so this is Vayu, this is Akash, whatever is spread across all our body is skin, and whatever is covered within that. So that means the coverage of heart, coverage of liver, coverage of stomach, all the covering elements is Akash. Then similarly, the Vayu, the flow, wind. So wind, Vayu jate rehte hai. So when the wind is, it has to continuously flow. अगर फ्लो नहीं है तो प्रॉब्लम होता है, फ्लो ज्यादा है तो प्रॉब्लम होता है, फ्लो कम है तो भी प्रॉब्लम होता है. Say for instance, in paralysis, what happens when there is no flow? He gets a paralysis. A person gets a paralysis. So we have to increase the flow of the air to have the movement in any of the part of the body. Okay, so those concepts will come back. So number 3 is Agni. So after this chota finger, इंडेक्स फिंगर, ये इसको अग्नि बोलते हैं और फायर बोलते हैं. द पर्पस ऑफ दिस इज टू कंप्लीट एनीथिंग, टू बर्न, टू कुक. फॉर प्रिपरेशन ऑफ एनीथिंग वी रिक्वायर अग्नि. खाना पकाने का है तो अग्नि चाहिए, एंड टू व्हाट यू कॉल द टू हीट, पानी गर्म करने के लिए अग्नि चाहिए. The solid thing break करने के लिए, उसको melt करने के लिए अग्नि चाहिए. Like this, the agni is required, and the fire is there in our body also. Okay. Then 4 is jal. This is right index finger is jal, water. So 70-80% of our body is filled with the water, and then water element, like we say the blood flow, urine flow, everything is whatever is a liquid form that is they are going in the body. Okay, so that they all come under the water, and this also water is property of the flow. Wind also flows, vayu also flows. If there is a vayu, there is a vayu, the water flow stops at some place, blood flow stops or urine flow stops, then the problem is there. Then if the flow is excess, water flow is excess, the more urination, more periods, during periods, more excess of this one. So such kind of things also can be controlled with the enhancing or sedation. Sedation is called kam karna. Sedation or tranquilizing called reducing it. Kam karna hai, flow kam karna hai. Then Prithvi, Panchva element Mahabhut is Prithvi. That is earth. Earth element we are talking. This is represented here in with the right ring finger. So now don't get confused when we say that mudras, when we are talking of mudras, all these 5 elements are represented in a single hand. Fasyu, we call it, the fire, Agni, or earth, water, space, all those 5 come into this one. Let us keep that knowledge aside. But here what we are doing, this is Agni, this is space, Akash, this is Vayu, this is Agni, this is Jal, this is Prithvi. These are the 5 Mahabhutas, 5 Panchabhutas. Anuradha ji, you want to add something?
सर, इसमें मुख्य तरह हमें यही समझा रहे हैं कि हर उंगली का, राइट हो या लेफ्ट, दाहिने हो या बाएं, जो उंगली है उसका मायने है, उसके मतलब है, और उसमें कौन से रंग लगाकर हम उसके ऊर्जा को बढ़ा सकते हैं या ऊर्जा को कम कर सकते हैं. तो ये आगे हमें और समझ में आएगा धीरे धीरे करके, पर ये पूरा टेबल जो है वो रंगों का महत्व उंगलियों पर बताया जा रहा है कि उस उंगली में प्रयोग करके कैसे किया जा सकता है, या तो ऊर्जा को बढ़ाया जा सकता है या कम किया जा सकता है। जो राइट साइड में जो कॉलम है उसमें ये भी दिखाया गया है कि क्या चीज हमारे उस पे कम हो रही है, मतलब कि जैसे कि अग्नि से ब्लू कलर से अगर हम करते हैं तो क्या बढ़ सकता है, क्या घट सकता है। तो धीरे धीरे समझ में आएगा, अभी तक इतना ही समझ आया है।
Yeah. So now we come to the metaphysical elements. Metaphysical is something beyond our soul, or so like the non-physical elements. Beyond the physical elements is called the metaphysical elements, and which is also it is connected with the spirituality and beyond the physical level of the energy flows. These five metaphysical elements we are discussing here. So these five metaphysicals, a slight more definition I will give later. Here, Abhi, Chatwa, the sixth one is this left ring finger. Now we discussed about one is Akash, 2 Vayu, 3 Agni, 4 Jal, 5 Prithvi, 6 is left ring finger. ये है टाइम, कॉल, सेंसिटिविटी। ओके, इसके माध्यम से क्या पता चलता है हमको, जो भी टाइमिंग, टाइम एंड टाइमिंग, सेंसिटिविटी बोलते हैं, कितने बजे सोते हैं, कितना देर सोते हैं, कितने बजे उठते हैं, कितने बजे को खाते हैं, and all this, the cycle, life cycle of our daily cycle is determined by the call, time. Okay, and this call also
sir,
sensitivity.
sorry to interrupt, but
yeah,
6 और 7, 7 और 8, ये जो लिटिल फिंगर है ये रिपीट या तो लेफ्ट और राइट होगा या कुछ इस तरह। या
just give me a second, so I'll correct it immediately. Okay, yeah, right. Now they are correct. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so the call is left little finger, and all our timing it decides when we get up, when we do it, what time we get up, what time we have to go office, whether we are going early or whether we are going late. So now what I found yesterday while preparing these slides, when we go deeper into the understanding of each of these colors or each of these properties of the elements, we feel everything is a problem in our body. Okay, so we feel everything is applicable for me. We feel like that. Okay, so this is all the time and the sensitivity. Sensitivity, the person is very sensitive. This time is the one deciding factor. So all such kind of things will come into the call time. Sorry. Okay, so then the disha, direction. Direction is left middle finger is a direction. Left hand middle finger is a direction. Yani disha. What is this disha? When we are taking food, where it is going down. And when we are going in one particular direction, that is a direction. So in the body, the blood flow is systematically goes in one direction. Motion goes in one direction. Urine goes in one direction. Suppose if any of these things reverses, what happens? So जो अंदर जाने का है वो बाहर आ जाएगा. So if the food when we are taking, it has to go down. If the direction is changed, out like a vomiting, it happens. When the motion we have to go through the down, it has to go down. If the direction is very high, you get a loose motions. Direction is very low, you get very tight motions. If direction stop, you will not get the motion. So we can change the direction of the things. Suppose if a headache is there, we have to reduce because the heaviness is coming in the body, and that heaviness has to reduce with the blood flow or energy flow. Then we change the direction for that. So suppose if there is a the blood flow stopped, or maybe it is doing the reverse way. So then also we get the problems like in paralysis, or like in nose bleeding, or what you call the running nose because of the cold. The direction has to be changed. Okay, so we work on the direction of the changing of the particular properties or particular organ, the working function. So function or energy of that we are changing. It's not that the thing. And similarly, when we come to the more on the properties of the physical elements, we didn't discuss much. Then the mind. Mind is the right middle finger, which is mind. Again, it is not visible anywhere. The direction also is not visible anywhere. Call time is not visible anywhere for us. Okay, so the disha is the direction with our right middle finger. Mind, suppose, mind is disha is left middle, right is mind. So this mind, when we apply the mind on any of the things, the mind ka change karna chahiye. The direction has to be changed. If a person is very hyperactive, that means he is thinking a lot, he's acting a lot, then direction change karna chahiye. So what happens is this works on the mind, man, and the energy of the flow, whatever Atman, from soul, the energy, whatever that is coming, it comes to the mind, and the mind is the one which distributes the energy to all the parts of the body or all the organs. Okay, so then here the Atma soul. Then again, this one, as we discussed, this right thumb is tamas, or nothingness, or darkness, or for the creation. Then this left thumb is Atman, or soul. So this color is white. Now these fingers I have explained so far. Now for the anything, the tonification or enhancing, that means jada karna, badana. So that is done with the VIBGYOR colors. You can see violet, indigo, sky blue, blue, VIBGYOR. These are VIBGYOR colors directly coming from the whatever I have told you the first in the beginning. So that means these particular organs, these particular elements are enhanced, yani jada karte hai, using VIBGYOR colors. Okay, violet, indigo, blue. Sky blue is blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Our pink is a combination of two elements. Again, here we use that pink also for enhancing mind, the mood swings. Mood swings में ज़्यादा problem है तो we have to reduce the direction of the mood. So we use that red color as well as the pink color for the mind. Okay. Now for reducing any of the color, any of these properties, यानी the body में the skyness, sky का properties reduce करने का है या वायु कम करने का है, we just shift by one color here. Say this is indigo is going here. That means आकाश में जब violet color is enhancing, उसका next color indigo color is reducing it. आकाश के लिए reduction होता है. Then vayu, indigo increases, लेकिन sky blue decreases. This is shift by one like this. You can just see the colors, how you can see my movement of the thing. So
yes sir, समझ आया.
So you can see here the green is going here, yellow is going, orange is going, red is going, pink is going here. That means the direction come करने के लिए or change the direction, you have to give pink on the right finger. Say we talked of the direction is the left middle finger. Atman, the mind is the right little finger. Pink color either लगाए तो it enhances our energy. Either लगाए तो it decreases our energy of that particular organ. Okay, so similarly the red vayu you have to reduce, you have to apply the sky blue color. Vayu you have to increase, indigo color you have to increase, then decrease is the sky blue color. At least to my knowledge, at least 50 to 60% of the diseases, vayu reduction only we do it. Very rarely we go for the indigo color on this one, unless in case of a paralysis where the movement has to come start, then we give the indigo color for that one. So like this it happens. And again, some of the properties are given here. Akash is for the smoothness and there is no resistance. And this black is tamas is black color, and white is atma soul color. Decreasing is, again, you can see that to decrease Atma's properties, you have to give the black color, and to increase that darkness, to reduce, you have to give this one. The combination of this Tam and Atman, we do the creation of anything, the creation of thoughts, creation. You have to write something, you have to create the dead bodies, dead cells in the body. We use these things, okay, which is not possible in any other science, maybe. But science, body itself generates that. But the other systems, how it generates is different. Sometimes we don't have the knowledge of how to generate the cells within the body. But here, the color therapy is so great that we are able to apply these colors to generate an increase. And what I saw, the colors of the black color is on both the fingers. Only during the corona we have seen that. Otherwise, very few places we see that. But as per the Dr. Ajay Mishra, any creation of the cells, the gums and tooth also can be recreated with the black color and the white color mixed of this one. But of course, I don't have the full experience of to that great level of creation of the last parts, but it is possible and feasible. Boliye, Anuradha. Any questions I can take at this stage?
Yeah, so कोई प्रश्न हो तो पूछेंगे, क्योंकि सर इसको स्लाइड को अगर किसी को प्रश्न पूछना है, क्योंकि काफी कुछ एक साथ बता दिया गया है. सर मैं ही पूछ लेती हूँ सर. कैन आई आस्क? या सर, ये जो टेबल है, ये अभी तो हमारी इतनी जल्दी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, पर अगर माना कि मुझे ये पता है कि मेरे मतलब जैसे कि आंखों में दर्द है इस वक्त, तो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? तो फिर मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा जल में करना है कम या अग्नि में कम करना है? तो इसका क्या मतलब, ये स्लाइड में
अभी इसमें उतना डिटेल डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम्स है तो बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. The simple question is, if the eyes are there, you have not seen the body representation yet on the fingers. We'll come to that. I will answer little later. Anything else? Simple is there is eye reflection points here on each of the things, and you have to reduce the water. Means you have to enhance the agni and reduce the gel. Simple. So this concept of enhance and this one and where, it took, I think, a lot of time for me to get into after several classes. At least you are able to ask to these questions. I'm happy at least you are able to understand what I'm trying to tell. this one. Any questions at this stage, or shall I move on? And if you want to the summarize in Hindi, it is fine. Go ahead.
No sir. मुझे इतना समझ में आया है कि कुछ चीजें बढ़ाई जा सकती हैं, कुछ चीजें घटाई जा सकती है, पर इसका क्या नॉलेज है वो अभी मेरी भी खुद समझ में नहीं आया.
Yes. Okay. So the next one. So as I have told you, there are 9 fingers which we are representing. That the thumb, right hand is Tamas, and then this is one Akash, 2 is Vayu, and all these numbers. Now, very simple way, if you put it, it goes in the circular way. While their numbers are spread across when we put it like this. So it goes like this, a circular way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I visible? Say it, I will put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you are looking from this angle, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, 8, 9, 10. It comes like that. Don't bother about that. So the next one is, this is very important. Try to understand this. I am not sure how I can enhance this picture. Is it visible clearly?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So now, as per the Sujok therapy or whatever the thing, the body is superposed on each and every finger. When we say that this is a front side of the body, starting with here the head region and brain region, and these are the eyes. This is the nose. Okay, so these are the eyes. This is the nose. These are the ears. That means if there is a suppose if I am representing my finger here, index finger, so this will have the eyes. You remember the earlier days, our childhood days, we used to apply the colors on the finger and the eyes, nose, and all the things we used to draw. Now it is, and mothers used to scold, you are applying all these things on your fingers, we are not able to wash. Now it is the colors are important. You go back to the childhood, whatever we did was right. To enjoy it, we were doing it. Now to play, we were doing. Now we are doing the same concept here to treat ourselves, treat our own problems. Okay. So now the front side, this is a hand, this is front side, this is back side. This is yin, Y-I-N, in. This is yang, Y-A-N-G, yang. Okay. Don't worry about that. Yin and yang, that is the Chinese terminology of flow of positive energy and negative energy. We discussed in acupressure thing, उसमें discuss किया था. अभी हर एक फिंगर में अपना बॉडी का रिप्रेजेंटेशन रहता है. वो आकाश हो, वायु हो, या काल हो, दिशा हो, अग्नि हो, जल हो, पृथ्वी हो, मन हो, आत्मा and तम हो. Every finger has our body representation. Front side of the fingers, our front side of the body. Back side of the fingers, back side of the body. And whatever the organs that come on the back side. So now you see here the front side. This is phalanx, we call it. The Hindi में क्या बोलते हैं? एक इसको एक भाग को क्या बोलते हैं इसमें हिंदी में? एक भाग है, दूसरा भाग है, तीसरा भाग है. So this is the face portion.
कोई और दूसरा शब्द नहीं पता है, इतना ही पता है. उंगली के भाग, पार्ट.
उंगली के भाग में ये पहला phalanx, we call it in English, phalanx. This is face region, it will represent the top. This is a lungs and heart region, they will represent. Here the below the lungs, all other organs will come into the picture here. And here the basic thing. Here you can see this. If we draw a line here, I'm not sure if we can draw a line. Say if this is first phalanx, this is second phalanx, we can say here. You can say here second phalanx. Is it visible or color changing? Okay. So अभी ऐसा है ना, इसका जगह में होता है, देखो इस this one. And this is a nail. Backside is a nail here. And this is part of it, and then we can see here, and this comes to the part of the finger and part of the body. It will go below here. So here, when we are putting, this is a throat area. That means between these things comes the throat, and here comes lungs, lung area. Here the liver, stomach, spleen, pancreas, and this is a large intestine will come here. Then we come here. This is a sideways. ऐसा बाजू में लगा है, तो इसमें right arm and right leg इसका होता है जैसा. And then the nail का तरफ से ये nose थोड़ा सामने आता है. Okay. And here the ears. When you are seeing here, these are the ears here. You can see here. Okay. हाँ?
तो वो लगा दिया है ना उन्होंने, सफा किए.
What is the question?
Sir, please carry on. I think she's talking somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. So now, what this is? Okay. So now we have 10 fingers, 10 bodies projected on all the 10 fingers. And suppose if I say that I have to increase the Akash, if I have to increase, or say like one example, whatever you asked is the ice. So now क्या करना है? Either ice हर एक जगह में है ना. So what we do in ice, अग्नि के कम करने का है और वायु का कम करने का है. अग्नि इंक्रीज करने का है, वायु कम करने का है. I'm just putting example. Don't go and experiment immediately. Okay. So this is gel. Right hand index finger is a gel. Gel कम करने का है इधर. That means green color you have to apply. कम करना बोले तो येलो कलर आता है इधर का. वायु that is gel कम करना is yellow color. And here this is Agni increase karna hai bole to sky blue color aata hai. The two you have to apply the colors. I will show some examples later. And here the concept is 10 fingers, 10 physical elements, 5 physical, 5 metaphysical elements. On that body is superposed, front side and back side. And the back side fingers look like this, where the full spinal cord, lungs, and then this is back area, and the kidneys, they will be represented here. Suppose kidneys may urine ka problem, kidney functioning has to improve. That is water flow is less from this one. That means water, this is the right index on the kidney. Water increase करना है, इधर green increase करना है, इधर वायु फोर्स इंक्रीज करना या डिक्रीज करना इधर होता है. इधर अग्नि का इधर कम करना और इंक्रीज करना इधर का अग्नि का होता है. लाइक दिस वी कीप इट. नाउ इफ इट इज अ बैक पेन, नेक पेन, नेक माने इधर दिस पोर्शन कम्स एज अ नेक फॉर एवरीथिंग. ओके. सो व्हाई द पीपल से दैट द कंप्रेस्ड डिस्क कंप्रेशन, उसमें क्या होता है? डिस्क कंप्रेशन में इधर whatever the discs are there, they get stuck here or pressed here. Prithvi is very strong and hard to be pressed. Okay. You have to reduce the Prithvi characteristics in this one. Okay. So Prithvi characteristics reduction means what happens? If you have to increase the Prithvi characteristics, you have to apply the yellow color. And if you have to reduce, means you have to give the orange colors for this one. Okay, we'll see that more in this one. So ये समझ में आ गया पूरा. दोनों 10 फिंगर में बॉडी का पार्ट, सामने का पोर्शन सामने दिखता है, पीछे का पोर्शन पीछे में दिखता है.
But legs, feet, foot का fingers वो?
फुट का फिंगर थोड़ा रिप्रेजेंटेशन अलग रहता है, lekin we are not discussing on that part. We have not, at least as for my knowledge, in last 5-6 years, everything we are working with the fingers only. So, but for the magnets and other things, we apply the colors there also. Foot copy.
No. Through these fingers, on foot, the reaction can be felt.
On foot, the representation properly not established, or maybe it is not given in our books as of now. So let us confine our discussion to the fingers.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, because the foot may, we have to go with the Dr. Wolf's, the Dr. DNA, and so many other things are there. Okay, so that is a bit more complicated, but then foot का pictures भी देखना चाहिए, उसमें क्या है, कैसा है, तो experiment करना चाहिए. अभी तक उधर नहीं गया है. पिछले I think I started doing this since 2017 or 2016. First 5 days course of Ayurvedic Acupressure I attended in 2004. And nothing has entered in my this one, and it was contradicting with my acupressure concepts. The pictures, whole concept is contradicting with me, and nothing entered for me. I छोड़ दिया था उसको, छोड़ो बोल के. Then after 2017 or 18, when I started working with color therapy, this particular color therapy with Ajay Mishra, then first 3-day session, nothing understood. Second time, when we started understanding this one, started reading and understanding, slightly it's better improved. So I think at least 7 or 8 classes of Dr. Ajay Mishra I have attended to get into the deep of this one. So some concepts which I try to implement and simplify here. Now, as a time check, I have so many things to share, but what I will do, the properties we will discuss later. I will show this one, what we can do with sketch colors. So now already it is a 3-5. So how much more time I can take?
Sir, 10 minutes more, sir. Deepti ma'am, thank you, Deepti ma'am, for joining. And then we'll take questions, sir.
Yeah, I'll just 1 or 2 examples I will share, and then we'll
yes.
go for the questions. Okay. So now the sketch color pens, what we are using here is it's a normal 25 rupees pens can be used. There is no problem, but they are very hard. And then when you are applying the colors on this one, they will be a bit hard, and you will be pressing, hurting your part of the fingers. Okay, so that's why the best thing is we use the little gel, little artist. You can buy this 150 rupees, they will come, or maybe a better thing, or maybe 100 rupees mein kuch milta hai with a brush, something like with the brush that is available as I shown in the below picture. You can buy and keep it with ready. And any problems, personal problems, you just message me during this period, and we can I can give the protocol how to apply. Just understand how to apply today and where to apply. You understood how the body parts represented now, at least I hope to a greater extent you might have understood. So we can see the application of this one. When in the first day of my color therapy, he asked me to apply pink color on this middle one, the mind, man. So just apply the mind is represented here near below the thing, like this thing you are able to see. And this is a mind, and this is a direction I am putting it for the pink. I am reducing it, because if I have a lot of questions in my mind, I cannot really get into what sir is telling. When I started asking questions, he said, first let us apply, all of you apply with this these colors on your fingers, because he calmed down my mind to ask the questions. It's not only me, several people, about 100 people were there in the class. Several people started asking the questions because they are not able to get it, the subject. So now these two, that means we are working on the mind. We are changing the direction. Disha kya hota hai isme? Disha, direction. If we give red, your mind becomes very alert and active. On the Disha finger, when I am giving a pink color, direction, I'm changing it. That means very hyperactive brain is coming down, calming down. Okay, so then the sky blue color, Vayu, what we have discussed, Vayu is the movement. Vayu is the movement. We are just jumping, asking questions, lot of things. Vayu has to be reduced. When your Vayu is more and you are thinking too much, you will not get the sleep. So this on the Vayu finger, this is Vayu finger, this is indigo color. Okay, but what we are doing is we are applying either with the sky blue. That means if I put indigo color here, mind will be much more active. If I put the sky blue color, mind activity will come down and we get the sleep. You can't believe that day after coming to the home, by 8 o'clock I slept and morning 7 o'clock I got up. That never happened in the previous 15 to 20 years. It never happened. So many hours of sleeping for me.
Okay, आप ये स्लाइड को निकाल के अपना हाथ बताएंगे तो फिर समझ में आएगा.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Thanks for the suggestion. So now you can pin me so that you can. So what I have applied is, this is a mind, okay, and mind I have put I am trying to activate my mind, but in which direction? Because I'm already in the hyperactive mind and asking a lot of questions, I'm thinking ahead of what sir is telling. The direction has been changed by putting pink color here. Instead of, if otherwise to enhance the direction we have to put a red color. So to enhance, now reduce the tonification, we put a pink color on both the fingers. Now Vayu flow is more. Because of that, we uchal kuchal karte hai class mein, and people those who are hyperactive, people those who cannot sit at one place, reduce the Vayu by applying this color. Okay, so then your mind will calm down within few minutes. Okay, so suppose now if I am teaching here like this, and there was many incidents. I'll tell you one incident where one Ayurvedic doctor from Delhi called me. She was in my colleague, or rather the peer in one of the classes we attended in Mount Abu. So she said, while in Delhi driving 25-30 kilometers one way, I am getting a lot of back pain as well as the legs becoming numb. That means what is happening there, sciatica nerve, which goes through the body of through the spinal cord and then splits into both the legs. The legs she is not able to control well for this accelerator and all. So now what the color I have given is whatever the protocol that is given in this one, apply in the back colors on the 5 fingers here, 5 or 6 fingers, to loosen the earth element, to reduce the Vayu element, to increase the Agni element, to soften sky element, and like this 4 or 5 finger and direction. The sensitivity is the time call, and change of sensitivity we have to do it. So when applying the colors on 4 finger colors, very next 2 days she gave a feedback that I'm able to drive comfortably without any pain. Just imagine that. So you are playing with your Panchabhutas, 10 bhutas rather now. We came to know that other 5 elements are there, 5 Panchabhutas, Mahapanchabhutas, and other 5 are different bhutas, metaphysical elements. Okay, so now I am open for the questions. And what I just wanted to cover, I'll just show you quickly, and where we stopped, and then we can go for the questions. So this is so these are the colors that keep 5-6 hours minimum light is required. It can be sunlight, all 5-6 hours we cannot sit in the sunlight, and at least a diffused light, like in tube lights also it's fine in the night. Also if you are sitting in a light, that is fine. That light falling on your fingers is fine. Okay, so at least apply in the daytime, diffused light, or even this one. This is very important. Okay, now the other things is abdominal pain, how we apply the colors, and then acidity, etc., how we apply the colors, you can see here. and then dry skin and itching. This is within 15 minutes. Like in the winter season, there will be a lot of skin dryness, and we have to reduce that dryness. All over, we cannot have all over body. It is not possible for anybody to apply the moisturizers. So there, what we can do here is change of direction in the large intestine and the sensitivity, the direction, and then the Agni reduction, that Vayu reduction here with the Vayu thing, and softness increase, that violet color, gel increase, that is in this one. Like this, no, we apply on the fold. These are the lungs. Okay, so the dryness also is related with the lungs. So, and the protocol when it is given here, it will be enhanced 4, 7, tranquilize 2 and 6 on the large intestine and lungs. It will be given like this protocol. So we have to go to the corresponding Ayurvedic element and corresponding finger part of the body, and then apply the colors. And here you see the dyslexia. This is a learning disability. This also works for the wariness and high this one headache. So sky blue decrease, sky blue increase here. That is Agni increase. Pink we are giving, that is the direction we are reducing. Orange we are giving on this finger, that is we are increasing the sensitivity. That means the sensitivity is increased for the dyslexia people, while the violet color here increases their softness of the brain parts. Okay, so then comes emotional condition like sadness, fear, anxiety, anger, aggression. So the sky blue reduction and red is sensitivity reduction, and pink here and then violet here. So this works for the anxiety, fear, sadness, anger, aggression. So many things it will work here. Okay, so yeah, and actually the next session probably we can cover each of the ailments in detail, or at least to a greater extent, what are their properties, what are their, how they work, and when to use those things. We can see that one. Okay, so with this we'll end today's session and go for the question and answer session.
Thank you, sir. Just announcing the second session will be 2 p.m. Saturday. This week. आपके प्रश्न है? Anybody has questions? Please.
Chat में कुछ questions है? Chat में भी है?
नहीं, वो thank you. A very nice session for allergy specific colors.
Okay, allergy specific, that I have told you that itching protocol also works for the allergy.
Line up pattern
and अर्चना जी आप कुछ पूछ रहे हैं?
हाँ जी नमस्ते। एंड अच्छा था, बहुत नॉलेज अच्छा मिला। एक मैं ये समझना चाह रही थी कि यार मेरे अपने भी इश्यूज है बीच में दिमाग में आ रहे थे, जैसे नीज का है। आई थिंक नीज का लास्ट टाइम शेयर किया था सर ने शायद कुछ नीज के इश्यूज के लिए।
What is that? कौन सा issue?
Okay, for like if I have like pain in knees na, so I think in last session I have shared.
Yeah, the last session I would have told about acupressure only in the knees.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
One example I can tell you, when somebody came, about 55 years lady came to me and for the knee pain, and I suggested her from this color therapy, the knee pain protocol. And after exactly that was during the corona band and all the things, in the November 2019, she came for the knee pains, and I have given the protocol. She has applied regularly, meticulously, with the number of hours, 6 hours in the day, in the daylight time. And again, she came back in April 2020. She said, Gayab, knee pain Gayab. And after 1 year, she came back saying that my grandson fell on my knee, so I am getting the pain. So that time also the same protocol was applied and the knee pain has gone. So of course, again, what we have to understand is what is exactly the problem. She brought the report saying that the synovial fluid is totally over there, and there is a rupture between the two bones that is happening, and the doctors said we have to go for the operation. That was the case that she came with. But with the colors over a period of time, the problem is solved within 6 months. So the meticulously using some of the problems for the diabetes, BP, and whatever the last protocol I have seen, putting the colors on the fingers, that also helps for the BP, headache, migraine, and so many things, anxiety, for so many things.
Okay. So I think
All,
I'll get in touch with
yeah,
you
please
personally.
personally message me. I can type my number, or maybe in all my slides it is there. 9845379198.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this is it works miraculously. When I say that, when I gave this doctor example, I was it was the beginning of my color therapy career. When I was doing it very meticulously, studying and then preparing chart and then sending to her. That time, for sitting so long like this, even with the mobile, we will be sitting like this in the sofa. Then I started getting the neck pain. Hey, what is this? When I'm working on the colors, I'm getting neck pain. Then immediately applied on the neck region the colors, whatever that are required. Within 15 minutes, my neck pain has gone. So the basically our sitting positions, standing position makes a lot of difference. Nowadays, because of the mobile, our head position has become very weak, because always we keep like this, only sitting down, bending down. So always try to sit straight and look straight to this one. If mobile has to be seen, put it like this and then see. That is in this your eye region, you have to see this one mobile, or keep it in the table, both the hands, and see this one.
Yes. Sir, one more, just wanted to understand, is this thing works also on the people who have issues like Down's syndrome or something? Can this help them?
Exactly. I have been working with the people, children, autism people.
Okay.
Their capabilities have increased enormously. But again, in the autism is a spectrum. It is from say 0 to 100. If you put it, somebody may be at 10, somebody may be at 90. The hyperactive person will be at 90 or thing. But of course, we cannot definitely pinpointedly say these are the problems with them. It could be many problems. Okay. So we have to address each issue separately or maybe together as a holistic body approach. We have to see. It could be hyperactive, or some people maybe not be able to talk or speak, or this one. We could not complete for one boy who was having a speech problem and physical problems he had, and movement of these fingers problem. If I asked to bring the fingers close, with the other finger, he was trying to bring it. For him, I have given treatment with the acupressure, applying the pressure, like a zone therapy or some specific point. Then I also have applied colors. Then also we have given the batch flower remedies for the emotions. So overall, now he is able to hold fingers fully and able to do the springs, pulling the springs. That much of strength he has got with the treatments, all holistic treatments. So it is possible for many problems. So what happens in normal acupressure is when suppose if there is a physical damage, there is a cut has happened, and then there is a stitchings have happened. The energy flow may take a bit low. But in many issues, of course, every system has their own plus points and minus points. All the systems may not work for everybody, but greater 90% the reduction and improvement can happen in 90% of the people. So I will put it like that. Okay, so it is possible. Suppose if color therapy doesn't work, emotional healing will work. Otherwise, meditation will work. Otherwise, acupressure will work. Otherwise, access bars will work. Something like that. But to my knowledge, color therapy is working excellently to many people, and we are doing also mainly innovatively. We are applying colors. It is working well, and there is no wrong or no side effects. If you put wrong colors, it is not going to damage anything. That is the must one should understand.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Anuradha ji.
Thank you, ji. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sir, Prasad sir बोल रहे हैं diabetes. कोई बोल रहे थे?
Yeah, diabetes again, what are the parameters, how are the parameters, and how is the lifestyle, and how you eat, and what you are eating. That is mostly the fiber food is what is required. And with the colors, there are colors that can be applied for the diabetes. So that we'll see after we understand some of the properties in the next
Maybe
week.
second session we will have more discussion.
Second session, we can have the discussion on that.
Yeah, I have one small.
And out of all the systems, what I feel is where we don't require the physical presence, the color therapy works very well. And we can just give the protocol, send the protocol, you can keep on your fingers. Only thing is good sketch pens you need to have it.
Yeah, I have one small query.
Yeah.
Today we had just an overview of the colors and all. In the next sessions, if you can take a problem that is ailment and the solution or application of it, like that, a few frequently occurring ailments like this diabetes one, and then hypertension one, and ankle pain. That's another such thing. These three things, if you can highlight how it has to be applied and how many days, the whole duration.
Can you message me, please? Whatever you are looking for, you please message. Whatever possible, I will try to cover. But remember one thing, because this is not very popular. And also, when my guru said, Ajay Mishra, when he started posting in this one, the YouTube and all, he started posting, he started getting all nonsense criticisms from the people who are trying to demean the system here. Okay, so let us be a bit cautious on what we are